What's going on, everybody? So I just want to make a quick video. I think it's been a few days, not a week since I made one, so I need to put one out. I try to put one out every day. I'm just so busy. I work so much, but I believe I have a lot of knowledge to share. So I'd like to put a video out as much as possible and just share some of the knowledge. Whether people care, listen, it doesn't matter. So this video, real quick, what I want to talk about is bullying and how I used to be a bully growing up, but I didn't think I was a bully because I didn't pick on people who were weaker than me physically, but I did pick on people who are weaker than me mentally. And I want people to understand that because sometimes I think people do stuff and they don't realize exactly what they're doing. Okay, so when I was in high school, I used to, mainly for weed, but I used to strong arm people. They'd go in the bathroom, I'd go in after them, they'd go in there to buy weed. I'd see the guy come out that sold them weed, and once I seen him come out, I'd go in afterwards and basically just grab him, put him up against the wall, and be like, "Give me your shit." Now, so one time I did it. I was at my homeboy's house. He sold him some weed, and then as soon as he had the money and the boy had the weed, I snatched the weed from him. And I didn't look at it as bullying because, like at that time, there was two of them, and both of them were bigger than me. And as soon as I did it, my homeboy was like, I had nothing to do with it because he wanted to keep selling weed to him. So he's like, I have nothing to do with this. And he went inside. So it was just me out of school outside. It was me and two boys bigger than me, and they just let me take their shit. And the one guy was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What does it look like? I'm taking your shit." And he was like, "Man, that's fucked up." And his boy was like, "Well, can you at least smoke with us?" I'm like, "Smoke with you? What the fuck? No." Said, "Look, you have two choices. Either you can fight me and try to get your shit back, or y'all can get the fuck out of here because I'm tired of looking at you. And I want to smoke your shit." You know what I mean? So unless you want me to blaze up in front of you, because I ain't sharing shit with y'all bitches. That was a different me. I'm not like that no more. But at the time, I looked at it like, see, growing up, I was taught that you fight no matter what. Win or lose, you fight. So to me, it was like, at least fight. Like if they had fought, even if they lost, I probably would have given their shit back. Or wouldn't have took their shit if I hadn't taken it already. You know, it was just the fact that it was like growing up, I couldn't respect you if you didn't stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? But the problem with that is why should anyone have to fight to keep their stuff? That wasn't mine. That was their stuff. I had no right to take it. And even though they might have been stronger than me physically, they were weaker than me mentally. Like they didn't know how to stand up for themselves. And again, why should they have to? This isn't the 1600s or 1800s where motherfuckers are Vikings and shit. I mean, if it was that way, fine, but it's not. Like, that's what I don't understand. Sometimes this society's like, oh, you gotta be hard, you gotta be a man and be tough. But then at the same time, they're like, care about your fellow person and this and that. And I'm all for that. I'm all for being civilized. I'm an intelligent person, and that's why I look at it now and I'm like, why should anyone have, like, you shouldn't have to fight to keep your shit. If it's your shit, it belongs to you. Not only that, but if you need help, I should help you out. I shouldn't be taking their stuff. I should be helping you out. We should be helping our neighbors, helping each other instead of hurting each other. But back then, what can I say? And growing up, it was like it was like either you're gonna fuck with people or be fucked with. And I'm gonna make another video talking about that because I seen something. I don't believe unless someone is physically like attacking you or someone's trying to attack you or something like that, fighting ain't worth it. And I'm gonna make another video talking on why it's not worth it. I've explained this to my son many times. I've seen so many people accidentally die or something like that, and you could be in prison for years because of a fight. You know what I mean? And that's the other part of it. What if one of those boys had resisted? I had beat him up. He had died. Not only would I be in prison for murder, but I'd be in prison for robbery and murder. You know what I mean? Like, I could get life behind that shit. And I wasn't thinking about that at the time. My thought was I had seen a rich kid get robbed in school. We were in Section 8. So we moved from Baltimore to a nice neighborhood. And I went to school in Columbia, Maryland, which was, I had a nice school. I should have took advantage of it. I should have been going to school, getting good grades, and doing my thing instead of fucking up and robbing people and just doing all the wrong shit. But I was going through shit myself. Not to try to excuse it. Everything I did, I take responsibility for. But I had a lot of shit going on at home, and, that was my way of expressing it. It's like, if I'm going to be fucked with, then I'm going to find someone else to fuck with. A lot of bullies get bullied at home. They, or they are abused at home, and they take it out on other people because they're hurting. And for a long time, I was hurting and just didn't realize it and didn't want to look at it because, again, I was always taught that men deal with shit, period. I don't give a fuck if the world collapses. You don't cry, you don't complain, you just deal with it. Be a fucking man. That's how I was taught. But anyways, I gotta go to work. Just want to make a little quick video. Talk to y'all later. Peace.